It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC North. It's the Ravens and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Along the shores of Lake Erie, the Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Partner, this should be a good one here in the month of October. We got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, his team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Open man. That's Bateman downfield. He's to the 15. And he will score. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will race out to a quick edge. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback from the University of Pittsburgh. It's Kenny Pickett.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
A 2nd down throw for Pickett. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Pickett. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun is Pickett. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They run over center with Williams. And he'll get this up to the 44. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. It's another run here for Williams. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
From the shotgun, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Kyle Hamilton, the versatile defender, with the good coverage there.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
It is 3rd and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this drive is over before it can start. It's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Throwing Pickett. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Pickett to throw. He's going to run it.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big gain.
Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. He's down inside the 10, a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw, Pickett. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Pickett. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Kamari Thrash. Touchdown, Cleveland.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Charlie Jones now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. They'll start out on the ground with Henry.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. And it might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters, too. Aguilar goes off in motion. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And his great game continues, and all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. One of the tight ends motions right. They'll go again here with Henry. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. We are through one. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Bateman is the motion man. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. That would qualify as an angry run, powering his way forward. A pickup of 7. 3rd and 5. Jackson looking to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens are back within 4 at 14-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. The next drive about ready to commence. Want to remind you what's coming up in primetime this week. Tonight on Sunday Night Football, 2 teams with plenty of playoff history, both historically and recently. The Cowboys and the Niners from Santa Clara, followed tomorrow night with Monday Night Football and the blue-collar team. The Giants and the Steelers meet up in Pittsburgh with kickoff time at 8:15 Eastern. They'll run it with Williams. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on the tackle. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, Jackson. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down. Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Henry tries to bull his way in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Throwing Jackson. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground, and he will score. Lamar Jackson, touchdown Ravens. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
14.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Here's Pickett now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now, and he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Flowers. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
The pressure all over him. He goes down again. Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, there to bring him down.
Myles Garrett is able to bring him down for a sack, and that's something the reigning Defensive Player of the Year was able to do 14 times just a season ago. I'm not sure there's a more dynamic or dominant defensive lineman in the entire league.
3rd and long for Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Pickett to throw. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Quentin Simpson. A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Pickett. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
He'll run again. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth 1st half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. 2nd and 7. Pickett. Catch made. That's Woods. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down a quick.
And he's into the end zone. David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now he takes off. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A first down throw for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Robert Woods. Touchdown, Cleveland.
These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up and high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. A touchdown there for Jahmyr Gibbs. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Dolphins still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We just watched a very good first half out of quarterback Kenny Pickett. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Now an opening past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense and Kenny Pickett getting set for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun is Pickett. This one uncorked, looking for Woods.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. He's been a machine in the red zone here first couple of months of the season. In fact, leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Play action now. Jackson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Bateman is the motion man. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and long. Now Jackson. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Aguilar goes off in motion. This is Henry. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Jackson now to throw on. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of him.
And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2 unsuccessful. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll run here with Gainwell. Fighting off tackles, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Pistol snap back to Pickett. That's caught. It's the tight end Njoku. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Back out is the reigning MVP of the league, Lamar Jackson, and the rest of this Baltimore offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run. It's Henry. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now, Jackson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
A run with Gainwell. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
The tackle by Trenton Simpson. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
Now Pickett. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
I like the call to keep the offense on the line. From this distance, a field goal is no sure thing, and that's a great job by the quarterback, recognizing the situation. Nobody's open. Take off, become a runner, extend the drive, pick up the 1st down.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw is Pickett. And that one incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's 2nd and goal. Now Pickett. That one taken in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown Browns. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. A pass pulled in by Henry.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Jackson.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's Henry. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Jackson. That's to the tight end, Kohler. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here comes Ford on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Gainwell. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 3rd down and 9. Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Browns getting their punting team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. On the return is Jones. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First down run here by Henry, and when he signed with the Ravens this offseason, I mean, you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore backfield. They hope the two of them can be that combo to finally get this Baltimore team over the hump.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Aguilar goes off in motion. And a nice defensive play. Their good awareness.